everyone, welcome back to my channel. We're back here, day 12. I'm so excited that we're on this journey. So we officially are done with all of the self-care. Even though the rest of the videos will touch and highlight on self-care, the main focus won't be different topics and then self-care about that. So today we're going to talk about breathing and the importance of breathing and why we need to incorporate breathing in our wellness journey. So let's get started. Breathing is something that we do all day, every day. So while we're in the topic of breathing, let's just all pause and take a deep breath. And for that moment, while you took that deep breath, your mind and your body was in the present moment. It wasn't in the past thinking about what you did yesterday or the future of what you're gonna do after this video. It's in the here and now. And our breath is so powerful because at that moment when we focus our attention on our breathing, we're able to calm our senses down, kind of get back in tune to our body, our emotions, our feelings, back into our headspace and really refocus what our goal is. So you might be asking, well, breathing, we breathe all day, every day. What's the benefit of focusing on our breath? So when we bring that attention to focusing on our breath, what it allows us to do for that brief moment, it allows us to calm and kind of quiet our senses. And so all 5 of our senses can be utilized while we're focusing on our breath and kind of calming our senses. So there's different types of breath work that we can use to kind of help kind of regulate our body. So our breath work is really connected to our heart rate. So if our heart rate starts to elevate, we can actually slow our breathing down, and what that's going to do is naturally calm our heart rate down. And if we can slow our heart rate down, we're going to lower the amount of anxiety or panic or stress that we're experiencing in the moment. So breath work is so powerful, and the coolest thing I geek out about this is breath work is something you can do any time of the day and no one knows you're doing it. So you might be in a really stressful meeting, you might be taking a test at school, or you might be having a difficult conversation with a loved one. You can, for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, focus on your breathing, just taking deep inhales and deep exhales, and no one knows that you're doing it. Obviously, if you do some of those different types of rhythmic breathing where you're making lots of noises or you're doing really short, shallow breaths, someone might notice that you're doing that. But the breathing exercises that I'm going to talk about today, no one knows that you're doing it, and it's a tool that you can utilize all day long and you're going to benefit from it. So many meditations or mindfulness exercises actually incorporate breath work because there's so much evidence, there's so much scientific evidence behind the benefits of breathing. Even my Apple Watch every hour will alert me to just focus on my breath for 1 minute, and it'll say that studies have shown focusing on your breath for just even 1 minute a day can really help calm your body, calm your senses, bring your attention back to the present moment, here and now. So a really easy breathing exercise you can do is just bring your attention to the fact that you are breathing. So you don't need to change your breathing patterns, just kind of notice in your head, all right, focus on every inhale, every exhale, and just kind of notice what's going on in your body as you're breathing. So that's a really easy breathing skill that you can do. Another one you can do is you can put your hand on your chest and kind of feel your heart rate and just kind of slow your breathing down. So you might do really big, slow inhale and really long exhale. A really nice breathing exercise that you can do with kids is blowing bubbles. And so you can have them dip it in and blow the bubbles. And the cool thing about that is you're having them regulate their breathing without them even knowing. Because when you blow, you have to do slow and controlled breathing to blow the bubble, right? If you blow really hard or really fast, it breaks the bubble. So if you have any kiddos or young little ones, blowing bubbles is a really great way to have them practice focusing on their breath. If they are really angry or cranky or they're throwing a fit, get some bubbles out, have them blow bubbles, and that's going to naturally lower their heart rate without them even knowing that you are doing that skill. It's going to be way more effective than saying, calm down, stop doing that, slow down, right? Focusing on your breath work helps you slow down. So another one you can do is called belly breaths, and where you put your hand on your stomach And you basically breathe to your belly and you allow your belly to fully expand and fully deflate. And you just kind of do that for a couple of breaths to allow yourself to inhale and exhale. So those are some kind of breathing that you can do in a meeting. Another one, if you're feeling like your heart rate is really elevated, you might be experiencing high levels of anxiety, stress, panic. Maybe you're at work and you just got an email and you are freaking out. This kind of breathing exercise can be really beneficial, and it's called triangle breathing. And it's where you inhale for 4 seconds, and then you hold your breath for 4 seconds, and you exhale for 4 seconds, and then you kind of repeat in the shape of a triangle. And so triangle breathing is so beneficial, and it's so just powerful because how you feel before you start triangle breathing versus how you will feel afterwards is going to be completely different. You're going to completely just change the way you experience your type of breathing. So another one to help remind you to focus on your breath is by picking a color. And let's say you pick the color blue. Every time you see that color blue, take a deep breath and focus on that inhale and exhale just for that brief moment. And the more frequently that you do that, the lower your anxiety or your depression, your senses of experience that are gonna naturally lower because that breath work is getting more oxygen in the body. We're lowering our heart rate, lowering that adrenaline that's connected to that. So it's just a lot of really great benefits to incorporate in breathing exercises. Obviously, there are hundreds of breathing exercises. If this is something you want to learn more about and you want me to do an even more in-depth video, you can comment below on more breathing exercises. You can also just Google breathing exercises and you will get so many videos on different types of breathing exercises. So the reflective question that I have for you today is, how often do you stop to focus on your breath? Do you stop once a day? Do you never stop to focus on your breath? Is it something that you've been working on and you're trying to incorporate more in your life? So just kind of ask yourself, how often am I focusing on my breath? And if you have reminders in your life that help you, that's totally okay. Include that in your count as you're kind of thinking about how often do you focus on your breath. And your inspired action today is to test out a new breathing exercise. So that might be hand on your chest breathing, that might be blowing bubbles, triangle breathing, belly breaths, going on the internet to explore different types of breathing exercises. I'd love for you to comment below what kind of breathing exercise that you would love to try or incorporate in your daily routine. So I can't wait to see you in tomorrow's video. Don't forget to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, because you're gonna get notified for tomorrow's video. I'm so grateful to have you on this journey. Again, Alyssa Cotten, have a great day.